I think I'm getting all the audio. Somebody say something. Somebody roll some
Hello.
dice.
Hello. How's it going?
Do you have dice, Jamie? We rely on you for this.
Awesome. All right.
Welcome back.
I made a
I clicked something on my computer.
I missed your faces. Glad to see you.
I made a terrible joke when we were doing the game yesterday. We were starting up a Ravenloft thing with the kids, and I sang like, "What's that? Who sings that song, Kaylee?"
I have no idea.
The song is like, "Let me tell you what you're missing, paradise." And when I said paradise, I held up like a pair of D6s, and
Oh my god.
it was
Bad
I
joke.
was so proud
That's
of
what
myself.
I said.
Bad
I
joke.
was really proud of myself.
I was
You
about to kick
shouldn't
him out of the
be.
house.
Bad joke.
Yeah,
Let's see what I have to fiddle with in my magical drawer of.
fiddling with stuff.
Filling the stuff. Dude, I would totally recommend this like infinity cube thing. It is so great for people with ADHD because it's like a Rubik's cube.
You
It's
need to.
like a Rubik's cube, but it's just you don't have to solve it. You just flick it around.
Oh,
And
I know those.
It's amazing. It's my best purchase. It's the best $20 you will ever spend in your entire life.
I've tried
Wow.
one. They just didn't work for me. My favorite fidget toy so far is the little like magnetic balls, the tiny like that
Oh
are
yeah.
like it's just like a string of
Yeah.
magnetic balls and you can make shapes and stuff because I get that satisfaction of kicking something away because that's what makes
Yeah.
that's why I picked the skin. I love meat.
We can't really have those in the house because our kids are, well, and me, to be fair, kind of orally fixated. And if you swallow one, there's a really good chance it's going to be very bad for you. Because the magnetic pull and stuff, it'll like tear up your insides and stuff like that. If it like gets magnetized to anything else and tries to get pull and stuff like that, your insides can't take it. So.
Yeah, my friend Maddie once swallowed one when she was a kid.
Yeah, so
no.
Don't swallow magnets. Very bad. Anyway. All right, so
bad plan.
Trying to remember what all we had done, and you know what we had going on. So because we lost the recording pretty much from last time, so I do remember that there was a mighty messing with the Encephalus's mind control stuff.
Good job.
Swept across the ocean and on a much greater scale than was originally expected or intended, and actually seems to have, in a chain reaction, freed everybody on the planet from the encephalus mind control influence and so forth, kind of all at once, which was a little bit more than our dear Penny was expecting, apparently.
But she's a god, so
it went off better than she could have possibly hoped, so to speak. So that's good. Bonus. And then I think it was kind of after you did that you went to patrols, like got a hold of patrol and said, "Hey, we should explain what happened." So it was actually after you did it.
Yeah, we decided it was better to beg for permission than ask for forgiveness.
I think you flipped that.
You kind of steered that. You said
beg for forgiveness and ask for permission.
Yeah, beg for permission.
Yes, that something. Anyway, I don't have a cool background like you guys. I'm not gonna worry about it.
It's not my fault.
I mean, I didn't say it was anybody's fault. I just
sorry, force of habit.
This one, you can get this one on your computer. It's one of the. It's not a downloaded, customized one. It's one of the ones they offer.
Right, but I'm on Firefox. It won't let me put on backgrounds.
Oh, basic.
No, I just don't like Chrome. So I have opinions. I have strong opinions.
I'm aware. I hear them every day. Love you, Dad.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sure. Mm-hmm. All right. I gotta tell you, I had a we might have to do the fantasy world parallel universe of you guys at some point in time because I had a brainstorm today about what that would look like for you guys with Penny as the shape-shifting elven druid and uh, Princess Palatine, the elven druid, and the blind assassin, and the Colin as the wizard's apprentice, and Ember as
Ember.
Ember as a warlock who made some sort of pact with a fire demon.
Bad decisions.
Bad decisions, bad decisions. Anyway, yeah, someday the parallel.
Bad
Yeah,
decisions, like the video I showed you, brought to you by the lack of foresight. And the
lack of foresight and bad decision making. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna just get this deal up here. Press conference.
Yeah.
We should.
Um,
I think that was. I
we
think that
should
was.
talk about that.
We should talk about that. Actually, what we should do is I'm going to get over here and get into some moves and stuff like that. What is I want to because as I understand it, it was mostly like trying to get people to just make the thing happen. Oh, wait. If I remember, see, I'm sorry, I'm having to reconstruct this from almost 2 months ago. We got to do better. We got to do better about this, people. Didn't Patrol have a deal with you, Sil? Like, I will set this up, but you have to get. Wasn't there a compromise there?
oh, Vigil had to be something
The new face of Overwatch.
Yeah.
Sorry, not Overwatch, Oversight.
Oversight.
I'm playing a lot of Overwatch lately. Sorry, my bad.
Would have been a really good name for these guys, but anyway. Yeah, I'll do it, but Vigil has to agree to be the new head of Oversight.
Yeah.
Do you remember what we were asking him for though?
Well, it was to set up
a press conference.
it was set up the whole press conference and get Aegis there and get all of that, basically
Make it a fish fashion.
pull every string for that. Oh, and I think what you also asked him for was he had to basically like utterly denounce Brahma.
Yeah.
Right? He had to like completely
That's what it was.
denounce Brahma, and he's like, yeah, absolutely, as long as Vigil does the deal.
So, but do we remember what the press conference was for specifically?
It was to announce what had happened, explain what had happened,
Okay.
and
beg for forgiveness.
well, not so much.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point in time, it's kind of like, hey, you're free. Congratulations. Aren't we all awesome?
But in the
Hey,
future,
you know how you
everybody
felt a
has
little
one,
different waking up this morning? That was us.
then we beg for forgiveness.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a mixed bag kind of thing. I think the idea is you start out with the positive stuff. There's a lot of people who want to sort of crucify Sil or Vigil because of the whole Brahma thing, because they still think he walks on water.
I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me.
It's this whole. I mean, Brahma is a big, blonde, blue-eyed American boy.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say big blue blonde-eyed bitch. That's what I was thinking.
He's a superpowered, the most powerful, big, blonde, blue-eyed American boy in Oversight, and he got taken down. He got taken down by a little skinny blind girl who was probably, according to all the conspiracy theories, actually acting on behalf of this secretive, person and or organization from behind the scenes who orchestrated his conspired to orchestrate things. So there's all kinds of conspiracy theories bouncing around the internet about how all this is just BS, and he was tricked, and obviously he was drugged or some sort of like power removing Ray was being used on him. That's the only way that girl could have beaten him. Blah 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 blah. Like the internet is thick.
But is no one talking about me getting blasted and still alive? So rude. So rude.
Clearly,
Sorry,
special.
girl. My news trumps your news.
Not only no, it's on there. Not only special effects, but poor special effects.
Bitch! You
That-
did not.
That's what that's. I'm just saying that's what's out there on the. I mean, how let me. I'm gonna ask Ember this, Lucy. How far down the rabbit hole of digging around on the internet about what people are saying about this stuff do you go?
Oh, so far.
Okay, all right. Oh, if I got a present for you. Hang on a second.
Oh no. I'm like, is this Scar special effects? And they're like, yeah, probably.
I think I've
On
got
my
a.
dead blank eye special effects. What number am I holding up?
Hang on, I gotta find the right thing here.
I feel like whenever somebody asks her that question, because you know there's somebody out there like that, she just goes 67 because she can.
Oh, I can't find this move. Where is that move at that I want? Shoot, shoot, shoot. Sorry, I gotta look this up. That's not it. Definitely not it. Nope. 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 I know it's around here somewhere. It's gonna tick me off if I can't find it.
Jamie.
Nope. That's not it.
I will never understand you.
Oh my god. So, we were playing Magic all day today, right?
Oh my god.
Mhm.
With me, and I've been having a really bad ADHD day. And Ryan, who is just so very ADHD. I just can't. And my dad, who isn't ADHD but does tend to get distracted easily. And so then it was like, oh my god, it was constant like, so I'm gonna play this, and then you're supposed to read your card, and so everyone knows. But it's like, oh, look at that over there. Oh, I'm gonna make my own card. It's the I win card, and blah blah, and all of this.
Yeah, random shenanigans.
It took us like 5 hours, just like maybe more, just to play a normal game.
I don't want to talk about how long it took us to create ships and characters
That's
for
perfectly
3
normal.
people.
That's perfectly normal. that I mean, session 0 is as long as any other session, and they enjoyed it. I didn't have to tell either one of them to go and like thank you. They went and found you themselves. So take that for what's worth, because they never bloody thanked me for anything.
I need a fidget toy. I now have a Kindle and I can play solitaire on it.
I love solitaire.
Solitaire's pretty fun, actually.
Or Flow
I play
Free,
it morning.
because they're both games I can I'm basically just tapping and I don't need to put all of my focus in on it. I can still focus on this and just tap things.
See, Dad, I'm not the only old
I
person
know.
here. He made
I
fun of me because I
truly
play
believe
solitaire.
I was born in the wrong
I
generation.
didn't make fun of you. I told my dad that it just seemed like it was a very dad thing. My dad plays a lot
A lot of solitaire.
A lot of solitaire.
Yeah, Jamie, I also think that you were born in the wrong generation. But that's okay.
Where in the heck?
Jamie, you were most definitely born in the right generation. You are Gen Z through and through.
I gotta find. Oh no, it's not in this one. Oh, so annoying.
You're right, I am annoying.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Trying to twist the words in your dad's mouth.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is so annoying. I had a really good move for this too, and it's pissing me off. I can't find it.
Jamie, after you mentioned squeeze the day, now all I'm thinking about is how sad I am that now our teacher can't mess up our names every day. I miss that
Yeah.
class.
Aw.
I still am pretty sure she didn't know that we were both Jamie C.
Yeah, no, I don't think she because every time she would just call up, like, because the other double name people, she would say the last name, right?
Mm-hmm.
But every time we would be like, which Jamie? And she'd be like, Jamie C. And we're like, we're both
Yeah.
Jamie C.
Yeah, she never figured it
And
out.
she's like, oh, really? And we're like, yep, has been the entire time.
We said this exact same thing yesterday.
Pretty much, yeah.
But yeah, that's fun.
All right. Well, I don't know where the original one is, but I found one that I. Okay, where's the roll here? Oh, come on. I cannot find this anymore. This is kind of ticking me off a little bit. I'm gonna look one more place, and I'm just gonna make something up, and that's not gonna be good. Kidding. Okay. Maybe it isn't. Well, I'll try it in here. Let's find out. I'm gonna be super annoyed if it was in this book the whole time. Seriously? No, not that one.
Also, can we please talk about the fact that my dad has literally
Shut up.
10,000 followers on TikTok?
Shut up. 12,000.
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm checking right now. I don't believe you. You were lying. It's 12.5. Yeah, so my dad kind of blew up, not gonna lie.
Damn.
I just
Kind of rude.
Yeah. I'm a rude person. God dang it. Where in the heck is this? All right. All right. I'm clearly not finding it, so I just give up. I'm going to use this thing. All right. Ember, I need you to. Where's the basic? It's a basic. No, it's not a basic move. It's a peripheral move. I need you to. Roll. I just need you to roll.
Okay.
Not with any. Well, actually, wait. I need you to roll. What? Do you have any conditions?
Angry.
Angry. That's typical.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have insecure, and that's the main thing. So I just want you to. Yeah. So just roll. Just do the flat D6 roll that's on your character sheet. Give me that as a roll. Whew, it's taking a while to get started, but we're gonna get going there. Bloop. Oh, where'd we go?
It's a 9.
It's a 9. All right.
Starting it off mediocre.
We love average.
So The deal is, so the internet has many opinions about the team and you. The current opinion on you effectively wants to shift your labels. Danger. Well, no, wait. Freak up, mundane down. I don't even know if you can shift that way. Let me look at your sheet.
My freak is locked.
Danger up? Maybe danger.
Danger up, mundane down.
That's what they want to do. But that's the internet, like the whole internet. Now, they don't technically get to do that because they don't technically have influence over you. That's not what I wanted.
I probably shouldn't do it anyways because we are supposedly going to have a press conference soon, which has to do with your mundane. So having
Yeah.
a -2 mundane would not help.
Probably not. No.
Don't worry, we'll just make Penny talk the whole time.
That's
She's a people person.
not when it comes to like being normal.
Nobody understands anything she says. She's just like, I love Pinterest and don't be sad because sad backwards is das and das not good. And they're just like, what is she talking about?
Okay, so you don't actually have to go along with what they're saying, but this does kind of read like a. I'm going to go back over to the move sheet here, and you hold to yourself and kind of tune them out. If you look at the moves for rejecting somebody's influence, which is on the peripheral move sheet, you can choose one. They're saying, she's just she's dangerous. She's a liar. She's not. Doesn't know hot mess. That's become like the big joke is like Ember
to
more
call
like
me a hot mess.
Yeah, Ember more like a hot mess kind of thing.
I'm not even mad. Like
exactly, which is why it doesn't exactly land. So on a 7-9, you can choose one. You can clear a condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong, whatever that looks like.
The press conference.
Shift
probably.
one. Well, no, it need to be something a little bit more.
That's not immediate.
Yeah. Shift one label up and one label. Well, you may be able to do it. The press conference would have to be pretty memorable. Really, like you'd have to like straight up address these things. Like, and say, listen, this is the real deal. Shift one label up and one label down, your choice. Basically tune them out and just redefine it yourself, or cancel their influence. Well, not that they have any, so that doesn't really have an option. That isn't really an option necessarily. So you can kind of go, because they don't have influence over you exactly. Part of this role is to see whether or not they would get influence over you, and they don't.
Can I switch, do labels? Can I move my mundane up and savior down? Because I'm trying to reject what they say. So I'm saying,
Sure.
like, no, I am like a human, right? But my savior's still going down because they're the people I'm theoretically supposed to be saving, and they don't see me as a superhero.
I buy that. I mean, the thing that they're talking about is when you're literally saving the island. But the fact that they don't see you as a superhero, obviously, that stings a little bit. So yeah, Ember spends like an entire night basically like doom scrolling through Twitter, which let me tell you, that's not healthy for anybody. Nobody should do that.
She gets an hourly text from Sil that's just go to bed every hour.
Why couldn't it have been like Instagram? Instagram's so much easier to stop scrolling.
That's why. Because Twitter is the worst. It's literally the worst. You're starting to write, and by the end of it, you're like getting into like the conspiracy Twitter, like,
What is she really hiding?
Like I said, I spent a lot of the day talking about QAnon. So yeah, there's no good there.
He's in a.
It's a world of crazy. It's a world of crazy. Anyway, somebody. So I don't know. TikTok like 1 minute limit on the videos, and I had to explain the whole conversation with Sean. It took me 2 videos. Like I had to kind of put back to back, and then somebody's like, "Hey, you kind of went on a tangent there. Could you just explain? Like, take some time on the separate thing and just explain QAnon?" I'm like, You guys have a lot of faith in my ability to explain shit in a minute, because no, I can't. No, it's not possible. It cannot be done. Not in a minute. I tried to put it in a video. It took me 7 of them. So, no, you are denied. And I didn't post it anyway because I was like, nah, whatever. All right. So yeah, that's Ember doom scrolling the night before the press conference and not getting much sleep. So she's gonna
That's
look.
good for your mental health.
You have so much room to talk.
Right.
Speaking of mental health, let's talk to Vigil. So,
Hey, Vigil, I need you to do something for me.
what's funny? This is funny to me because like this wasn't even a meme thing the last time we played, and now it's like you do that all the time. Like,
Vigil, please, will you please do this thing for me, please?
I want you to consider Vigil and consider how much of a penalty I should assign to you just for trying something like that with her.
I wasn't going to.
I know.
I was just.
Like-
That's what I was thinking.
Would it be better or worse to have backup?
I mean,
You know, like,
better. It would be better.
so, like, this is a professional thing instead of this is a personal ask, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, theoretically, bringing her along, you've got that going for you. There's a potential there to somebody to help out.
Oh my god, I'm just so
simply-
scared. Oh my god, I can't.
For
But
the
yeah.
good of the world, you need to be the face of oversight.
If you want her to help, if you want her to do this and you're gonna make it kind of an official thing, like, then yeah, I mean if it's just, here's the thing. If it's just Vigil and Syl, it's Vigil and Syl talking like Vigil and Syl talk about stuff and prioritizing it the way Vigil and Syl prioritize things. And that's not that's a very different mindset than the kind of mindset that you have when you're like, running a super group. It's covert. It's about planning behind the scenes. I mean, to be fair, a lot of the conspiracy stuff about how Vigil's always playing behind the scenes is fair and accurate, because that's how she works. So to get her out of that mindset, to get her to see this, bringing all of you along and saying, listen, this is the new move, helps bust her out of that kind of mode that she'd be in if this were a private conversation between her and Ember, or her and Syl rather. Her and Ember, yeah, private conversation with her and Ember. No, she's not going to give you family advice because she is, frankly, intensely unqualified.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. So yeah, if you guys all show up, she's kind of like, yeah, you'd have to like know when she was going to be home. And I mean, have you ever brought them over like to do homework or anything like that, or really anything?
No.
No. She'd know that you guys were coming when you guys get there. So she's waiting. She's like at the, well, let me see if I can find Vigil's house. I got Vigil's room here as a map. I think I do. Hang on.
Wait, Kat, do you have a background that's like your house?
I think I have one that's a thing for her. Hang on. Somewhere I do. It's going to take me a while.
Okay, haha, very funny. Or should we just be like, oh,
Hang on, no, I've got one for her. I just want to. Oh, it's so annoying. Nope, that's not it. Huh, weird. All right, well, let me get. This one will work. I'll take that, and I'll grab the picture that I need.
Should we each have different living room sections so it looks like we're in different corners, or all the same living room? We sit in the exact same spot.
We are all in front of the bookshelf.
I'm in the kitchen. Ooh, Jamie's also in the kitchen.
Everybody's in the kitchen. That's how her place is organized. Hang on. There we go. Put that there. All right. Let me drag you guys over to here. Where are you? Yoink.
How dare you steal me?
Oh,
Yoink has been around
I
a
don't
lot.
have Roll20 open. I'm sorry. I'm a disappointment. I know.
yeah, we should do the kitchen one or something that looks better.
This one,
Where
it's
is-
not as dark, but it's pretty accurate.
Where is that one? Oh, I see it.
Kaylee, are you getting into Roll20?
Wait, Kat, should we do the one that's your background or this one? Oh, the Indie Cafe. So the one that me and Jamie have, or
I like the
that
one that you and Jamie have.
okay?
Try to find it.
You guys
Because
are
I feel like
crazy.
it's kind of like long and it has like the hanging stuff.
What do we even need Roll20 for? You guys are just setting backgrounds.
Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, you guys kind of nailed it.
Well, they got to see. You've seen this background before, Kaylee.
Yeah, I know, but I just forgot about it.
Yeah. So yeah, she's kind of waiting at the table when you guys get there.
Oh boy.
That's not good.
Well, she could tell you guys were coming.
She's telepath.
Out of curiosity, Palisane, are you shielding them from her finding out way ahead of time what the actual conversation's about?
You might want to do that.
I mean, just from Jamie's face, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just out of kindness to Vigil, shielding everybody from Ember's like
Run away.
Ember,
like no.
Ember's constant subconscious would probably be a good thing.
Rude.
That would probably make her raise an
I'm just
eyebrow,
saying, and there's probably a lot of it would definitely make her raise an eyebrow. Ladies, I can't help but be terribly curious about what what I owe the pleasure.
How are you? Yes, ma'am. How are you? Good to see you.
I'm just kidding. And still, she's in costume. She's like totally mask on the whole thing. Well, she doesn't. You're the one who knows what her identity is. She's not going to go on mask again, even if it's your team. She's not going to go on mask. It's not like it's not like. Well, let's put it this way. Like it's not like, oh well, Robin is friends with Wally, therefore I can walk around without my mask on around Wally. No, that's not how Batman works.
That's funny. It's still funny to me. Okay. I just gotta sit down at the table. We have something important to ask, and you won't like it, but we're gonna ask it anyway, and hope that you consider the benefits.
She just kind of looks at you.
In order to get an official press conference that the world would take seriously, you would need to step forward and become the new face.
You're wording it wrong. You got to mention what he's going to do. It isn't the press conference that this isn't paying like the trade for the press conference. It's not. It's the trade for we will utterly denounce Brahma in absolutely no uncertain language.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
How do you phrase that?
In order to.
Sorry, who'd you work this deal out with? So?
Patrol.
All right. I think I can see where this is going to go. Carry on.
He needs you to, in order to be able to do what we need to do, he wants you to be the new face of Oversight as they are rebuilding.
Surprise! Yay!
Okay. Palisane and Ember. There is absolutely no reaction There is absolutely no reaction whatsoever from Vigil at these words. Syl.
She's freaking out.
Syl, when you say that she needs to be the new face of Overwatch, both of her eyebrows go. Sorry, Oversight. Both of her eyebrows go up in an expression that says, "Do you realize how stupid and ironic that sounds?" You can hear her eyebrows go up because they're like rubbing against the inside of her mask.
Oh wait, hold on. This is I just remembered we had negotiated with Patrol that it wasn't a soul, like it was a like between Vigil, like she wasn't the sole face of Oversight.
Yeah.
We thought it'd be better if we could say she was face of Oversight with, I think it was Patrol.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I just remembered that from last session. If that helps at all,
I don't remember, but it may or may not. But we can retcon that and say, it's like wants you to be the co-leader of Oversight.
And you don't have to be the face. You don't have to run it the same way. You can say, you can be the new face and then turn it into something that means something completely different from what the face meant before.
And again, for you other two, absolutely no reaction from Vigil. Syl, every time you say something about her being the face, the raised eyebrows and the sardonic, sarcastic smirk just gets worse. Like you punching yourself internally. Like, why do I keep saying face? Ah! And you can't seem to stop yourself either. Like you're just, yeah.
Nobody believes us about drama right now, and Patrol's word would be really awesome. And trust me, nobody believes us. I was on the internet all night. Nobody. But if Patrol says, then a lot of people will, and we just need this simple favor, for the good of the community.
A little favor of completely rearranging the trajectory of my private life and public life and professional life. Just little things.
It's more or less just your public and professional life. But
so 2 out of 3. All right.
But can't you
I can. Oh, good. That means I can keep. And she pulls out her phone and holds it up in front of her, scrolls a little bit with her thumb. Secretly date alias for the last 10 years. I can continue with that. What a relief. I'm so relieved. Don't I look relieved?
All those famous people who have fake personas, because then you can have a public-private life, right?
Yeah, I don't know what it's like having a public life and a private life both. That would be really wild.
No, it's like you have a private life and that's your real public life. But you're telling people this is my oh hey, this is me, but it's not actually you, it's a fake one.
So in addition to detonating my public and private life, I get to have a third identity that I get to roll with.
No, so you get to hide behind this identity and keep doing.
Do you have? Were you ever a Girl Scout? Did you ever have trouble selling cookies? Because it seems like you would have had trouble selling cookies.
Me?
To anyone? Yes.
Oh, I am not good with people.
Yeah.
I know that this is not what you want. I know that.
I realize it. I'm realizing now, Syl, that I really never asked this question, but who does the talking for your team? Because it's not you, and I don't think. I mean,
well, we haven't really had a situation where anyone had to be the person.
I don't mean to judge, girls. You're doing a fantastic job, but between you two and English as a second language over here, I'm just not sure how you guys actually get anything done with the public.
Well, that's the thing, is we haven't yet. This is our real first time.
You're filling me with confidence about how this is going to go.
I feel like I should go step out in the
No,
the
just
maybe.
Please
So
stop emphasizing the fact that we're all virgins with the public
I'm gonna shut my
communication.
mouth
let's
now.
no. Listen, we don't kink shame in this house. Um, she's serious. She's lighting you up just for the sake of doing it. Okay. Well, the good news is, I guess it's good news, is that getting her to do this is probably a provoke.
Sweet.
Um,
I forgot how that works.
it is well, take a look at the move sheet. It's on the thing.
I'm working on it, sir.
How about you read the text of the move so that we can all be familiar with it?
When you provoke someone susceptible to your words, say what you're trying to get them to do and roll plus superior. Wow. For NPCs on the templates, they rise to the bait and do what you want. 7 to 9, they instead choose 1. Okay,
They
gonna
can't.
roll my superior.
They
Get
can't
ready.
instead. They might
Get
still go.
ready.
I'm ready. So
Bloop.
ready. Bloop. Oh, come on. A 13, really?
Yeah. Dude, I was so worried. And they did not help at all.
Luckily, you didn't need to help.
Alright, so about that.
All right.
Okay, on the 10 plus, they
Rise to the bait and do what you want.
rise to the bait and do what I want.
So-
That's damn right she does.
Somewhere during this conversation, you get the very, because it's something about the way she's kind of lighting up Ember, that you realize that what's happening is she is
Deflection.
in the British, if you'll allow me a little Britishism, she's taking the piss. She's giving you a hard time just for laughs. She is amusing herself at your awkwardness and expense.
I'm the butt of the joke.
So you're in the middle of like talking her
You're
into
always the
this,
butt
and
of
you
the
kind of
joke.
you're in the middle of like kind of explaining this whole thing and what the whole planning thing is, and you kind of stop, like still kind of stops halfway through the sentence and just kind of crosses her arms and says, "You already decided to say yes, didn't you?"
What? Really? That's crazy. I had no idea.
And then Vigil she pulls up her mask just like up to her nose, just below her nose, reaches over, gets a glass, takes a drink, sets it down. Yep.
I kind of hate you sometimes.
Yep.
We did it, guys.
No, but it was a good talk. It was a good talk. You did a good job. It seemed natural and yet rehearsed.
I'm leaving.
Hey, are you coming to the press conference? I hear I'm going to be talking.
I'm leaving.
Will you
For part
introduce
2.
me? Will you introduce me? Speak glowingly. I'll send you my resume. You can use it for your notes.
I
Rehearsal.
don't have notes. I can't read.
Practice in front of a mirror.
I can't see myself.
Oh, right, I forgot. This is...
I don't have notes. I can't read.
Do you think that she didn't know that when she said it? Like one of your two's like go-to bits is for her to pretend to forget that you're blind and say horrible things. Practice in front of a mirror. Come on, that's classic.
Oh my god, she's being so mean.
Yeah, she is the worst. She's like
Maybe we should go.
she's like the mean older sister who would nevertheless absolutely take a bullet in the skull for her, no matter what. Like that's the vibe I'm going through with Vigil. I don't know if it always comes across, but basically older sister / cool aunt who would absolutely step in front of a bus to keep Syl out of trouble, should it become necessary.
She's like Maureen, but chatty.
But at the same time, perfectly willing to let you get winged by a bus if it would teach you a lesson. You know, just kind of, so you skip off to the side and maybe spin a couple times and have a tennis shoe come off. Anyway. So you guys kind of follow Syl out. Like, are they having a fight? I can't tell.
That's really that went well. That went well.
It did.
Yes, Syl. That went well. She's such an asshole. But no, good. It was good.
I feel like in the press conference, maybe either I don't talk or someone else writes out what I say. I don't think it's going well.
So,
This whole thing is going to be scripted. You really think it wasn't going to be scripted? You really think that we would go off on a limb like that?
well,
No.
I don't know. Sometimes I get passionate. Okay,
so
Sometimes I get passionate.
Palestine definitely could.
Palestine just comes up
We
there.
are under threat
Hi.
from an alien race.
Palestine's like, hi, ting.
So I made a whole Pinterest board for this conference. Has lots of rainbows and happiness and good vibes. Only good vibes here. Only good vibes here.
Soak in my good vibes or I will mind blast you. So, Palestine, back in the camp, I'm skipping all over the place because I want to get a couple of the scenes in here that we're in. So, back at the base with the kind of land in with the ship. Demir, hey, I got it right for once.
I can say Diego right after this.
I cycled through so many D names just now, most of them from Doctor Who. Anyway, you land with the mirror, get out. Colin's over at the computers. He gets up and kind of walks over. Says, "Hey, how did it go with Vigil?" Did she say yes? Groovy vibes. I like that it's fire. I like that it's fire.
Good vibes only.
Good vibes only. I like that it's fire behind Ember and good vibes only behind Palestine. That seems on brand. Sills should be something like bat sonar.
I'm working on it. Just a really blurry picture.
You had that before. So Colin, Palestine, Colin is like, so how'd the Vigil thing go? Palestine, doesn't even know what to say.
I give a thumbs up.
A thumbs up? Seriously?
Yeah.
I can't honestly. I never know if you're being sarcastic. Well, I don't. Do you do sarcastic? I don't.
I don't think she does sarcastic.
Cool. All right. Well, hey, I'm tracking all this stuff. It seems like it's really, yeah. I mean, everything that we saw yesterday with the treatment, it really seems like it's actually taking. So, what? I mean, can I ask you something? Like, what are you going to do at the conference, at this presser? Like, what do you? No, I don't mean. I mean, like, what? Like, are you guys more apologizing, or are you just making the statement and telling everybody what you did, and it's just done? Are you like offering to atone for anything? I mean, I don't think you should, but like, what's the angle? Like, what do you guys? What's the? Can I see the script for what you're gonna say?
Well, I have a Pinterest board, so you can look at that if you want.
And he's doing this with his head. He's like he says like this. He goes, You made.
It's very detailed.
Did you make a mood board for
I spent all night working on it.
You made a mood board for a national you made a mood board for a national conference? Press conference? With AEGIS and Oversight?
Detailed. Don't worry.
It's What's funny to me is like this is exactly what you should do if your stats for this were bad.
But they're good, and that's the scary part.
Well, some of it. Different kinds of angles on this press conference use different stats. So they rely on certain things. So if you're talking, staying focused on stuff and kind of going in and saying, this is what happened, this is what we're going to do, this is the plan, just deal with it, these are the facts, and just, factual based press conference kind of thing, that's different than if you're trying to, throw yourself on the mercy of the audience and and the viewers and that kind of thing.
Pull the heartstrings.
Or if you're trying to publicly atone, that's a different thing. It's a whole different vibe. But if your vibe is, what is your vibe? What is the vibe, Palestine? What is your good vibe? The vibe is that this is good news. It's good news all the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really it. I mean, that's all we're saying to the world is that we have good news. I mean, they might not take it in a positive way, but it is positive.
Okay. All right.
Good vibes only.
Good vibes only.
Let me ask a question. When it comes to explaining what happened and how the problem was fixed, are you guys going to explain it, or do you want, is your plan to have like Vigil explain it or Patrol explain it or something like that?
We can
No, we're
totally
gonna explain
it.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I know you can totally explain it. All right.
No, we did this. This is our fault.
Okay.
I
All
am
right.
so sick and tired of not getting credits for the good things I do.
That's fair. The working from the shadows thing is getting a little tiresome. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay. All right. Okay, so there's three parts to this speech. So yeah, after Colin Colin is very nice about your mood board. Okay. He's very, very nice about. He looks at it while you're like, you guys sort of putter around in the the kitchenette, while he looks through it, and I know I see where you're going with the ponies with the bows and the woven into the manes. It's really I think it says a lot about this disease and the attacks from the ocean. I think it's solid. But maybe I'm just brainstorming. Maybe we should have some words written down, since we can't mentally
But
just
there are
convey.
words. Good vibes.
If you stay positive in a negative situation, you win.
Are you quoting from a Pinterest board right now? Because if so, I'm going to throw this at the camera. Yeah, no, absolutely. Positive in a negative situation. We might still want to maybe know what you're gonna say. How about we bring over Sil and Ember, and how about we all go over the mood board? And maybe just for the heck of it, I'll open up a notepad screen on the side and just write down a few.
Like they wouldn't be as supportive about my mood board.
I think it'll be fine if I can take some notes for them.
Somebody hands Sil the phone. Wow, beautiful, amazing, great.
Yeah, I don't think the mood boards couldn't quite land with Sil the way.
This gives off the perfect vibe. This is exactly what I was looking for.
Yes.
Are the words backward? You guys?
She puts up. No, the words are right.
Oh, okay.
She puts her hand up to the screen, is like, yes. 60 megahertz. This screen is vibrating at a very good vibe. Well done.
Feels good.
Feels good. I like how the temperature is 2 degrees warmer around the screen than everywhere else in the room. You know what we could do? How about we have like a little pizza party? Because we haven't really had a good time to just. I'll call Jack and Emilio. We'll get everybody over here and just have a little brainstorm session for this thing.
There he is. There's my favorite white boy.
Have you gotten in the habit of shouting that whenever he comes into a room? Is that what you do to him?
Yeah.
Like without actually looking at him, just shouting it straight up into the like straight up at the ceiling, because yeah.
There he is.
Yeah, the exchange goes, there he is. Don't say, there's my here she goes, my favorite. No, anyway. All right. So yeah, pizza, whatever it is that Penny's making in the kitchenette. What's Penny making? What goes with pizza? In
Cookies.
Penny, according to Penny's. Yeah. How bad is it? Sour gummy worms, pickles and pizza. Pickles and pizza. When I see your face, I go, oh.
I just like spat all over his screen, Dad.
Every problem has a solution. You just have to be creative enough to find it. So yeah, Colin is writing down words. These words, if spoken in the same order that they're on the screen, will be words that make sense in that order and say the things that you intend them to say, as interpreted from Penny's mood board. Okay, so the way I figure it, there are 3 parts to this press conference today, coming up. There is here's what happened. You can all deal with it. It's good news. You're fine. You can congratulate us later. There's the part where Oversight publicly apologizes for the mistakes that were made. And there's the part where Vigil will talk about the steps forward and ask everyone out there to give them a chance to make good and turn this around and introduce a whole new oversight for a whole new, redeemed and recovering Halcyon City. Okay? Does that sound about right? What I want to know is, though, because NPCs don't roll. Kiddos. Peoples. Ladies. So who's going to rep for these portions of the speech? I mean, you guys are going to do the explaining of what actually happened. Make a statement to the cameras, so to speak. Right? And lay out the facts and all that kind of stuff. So what I know is, what I want, and I'm assuming one of you guys is going to do that part of the talking. Okay? So who's doing that part?
Hey, Penny!
Well,
Yeah,
so
as long as you can give me a script, then I'm good.
Yeah, mechanically, Penny should do it because she can roll. But technically,
It's not.
It would make sense if we all have a little section in it.
Oh yeah, that's
Penny.
Yeah. As you guys are giving the speech, you're all explaining all the bits and pieces, but there's one of you who's sort of on the hook for the role. I will tell you, this is not a mundane role.
What role is it?
I don't know if I want to tell you.
No, we got to plan accordingly, Dad. What role is it?
It's very facts based. It's very detail based.
Hey guys, I'll do it.
Will you?
I would totally be down to do this.
So it would probably be superior then, right?
Yeah.
I'm at 0 for that, so.
Putting it, I mean, not to put too fine a point on it, but Syl's very unlikely to get ruffled by the cameras that she can't see.
Oh no, there are cameras in my face?
Well, I doubt
Where?
Penny would either, because I doubt she knows really and grasps what a camera is.
Oh, she knows what a camera. I mean, they have technology, but her superior isn't great. There's a chance that she's going to get. It isn't that she doesn't understand the facts, but to convey them to people in a way that like Joe television watcher is going to understand is that's Vegas odds at that point as to whether or not. Good news. Apology. How we proceed. Lovely. You're reorganizing the Pinterest board under these 3 headings. Still doesn't help. So we have Syl for the thing.
Pretty.
Publicly apologizing for the mistake. Who's going to own that part? Like in terms of who's dropping dice on the table. This will be Patrol's thing.
Wait, for mistake? What do you mean?
For the errors of judgment, for lazing, like blasting, trying to shoot down a ship with the building, trying to laze Phoenix Academy, all that kind of stuff. But it's Patrol. I kind of feel like, what's that?
I do kind of think Ember should take this one.
Ember should roll for Patrol. And when you try it,
do I technically get a bonus since I have influence over Patrol?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Sweet.
And the last one,
So, what would I be rolling though for that one?
I'll tell you when we get there. It'll be fine.
Damn it.
He's
I
already
don't have
given up one
anything-
too many secrets today.
What's that?
I brought everything to either 0 or.
Yeah, you shouldn't get set up too bad. And the last one is essentially going to be Vigil, but we'll have Penny roll for where you're publicly like saying, here's the plan forward, here's what we're going to do. And she'll actually probably pull Penny up on that, like saying, like, these kids are our future. They've already given us our future by saving us from this problem. So,
Damn right you did.
blah, blah, blah. You just need to give us a chance to make this right. The new oversight.
Also,
And
true
Phoenix
honor roll. You guys suck. Losers.
Boo!
This is a new oversight and Phoenix Academy for a better Halcyon. Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
In the arms of the angel.
Does that sound about right? Really? Really?
Sorry.
Fly away!
Wow.
So I don't actually have to say anything. Wait, no. What part are we?
You'll be doing some talking about like.
What part? Hold on, I totally just spaced. What part are like we talking about?
So
like news, we fixed you.
Well, the fixing thing, Syl will be talking about this. Actually, they'll kind of let like basically somebody from AEGIS, Agent Parker or somebody like that will come up and kind of saying, this has been happening. We'd like to have one of the team was part of this sort of explain it. And Syl just has basically memorized all the facts. She doesn't understand half of what she's saying, but she's memorized all the basic facts. And and the upshot of it is this has happened. You're cured. Mind control's done. Mind control across the planet. So we're not going to be attacked by any more ocean-going creatures unless they're freely following the entity that we know is behind this, because they're not being mind controlled anymore. They were never attacking us before, so we think they're probably going to stop attacking now. They already have stopped, assuming they're not going to start back up again. We're ready if they do.
Also answering questions of the news reporters.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
So then,
who does that responsibility
probably
fall?
answer any of the how it works.
Yeah,
because of the science thingy.
I think you can. I tell you what. Since you're the one rolling, and since you're rolling for the middle one, and you've got influence with both Patrol and the press guy, you kind of make a point of calling on him when the reporters like ask for questions and stuff. I'll give you like sort of influence for both of those two on your roll. Not for everybody's roll, but for yours at least, you can kind of get a boost there. All right. So, let's see what we got here. Pull you guys over to this thing. We got a plan. It's going to be fine. It'll be totally fine.
Just nobody trip on the like stage. That would start and end our conference very poorly.
I can't see.
You can see where things are. It's not great because there's a lot of press people in there and there's a lot of noise and stuff, so some interference, but it's not like, it's certainly not the worst thing that Vigil's ever made you practice with in terms of interference and stuff like that. Vigil's up on the stage, still in costume. Patrol's up there. They're the only face of Oversight right now. They're the only representatives of Oversight here up on the stage, because between those two plus Aegis plus you three, there's more than enough people up here. There's the mayor of the city is up here, the chief of police. They're not really saying anything, but so
They're here.
if you guys see the screen that I have up, first that one over this one here. When you make a statement to the cameras, roll superior. On the 10 plus, choose 3. On the 7 and 9, choose 2. That's you, Sil.
Oh boy. I'm rolling superior. Wonder how this is gonna go. Please go well, please go well, please go well.
Bloop. Okay.
Hey! It's a hit.
It is a hit. When you make a statement to the cameras, roll superior. On a 10 plus, choose 3. On a 7 and 9, choose 2. You can choose from, you convince the viewing audience to see your team according to the label of your choice. Your statement will bring you an opportunity from a particular viewer. Your statement frames you, in particular, as a successful and noteworthy hero of the city. Mark potential. You don't anger or upset anyone important or powerful with your statement. Choose 2.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna do the last one.
You choose to not anger anybody important or powerful with your statement?
Yeah, that feels like a good
Good idea.
It's a good vibe. It's a good vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing but good vibes. Penny's in the back of at the back of the stage right now, going, "No, nothing but good vibes. Nothing but good vibes."
I think I'm gonna go for the first one.
Good vibe.
You convince the viewing audience to see your team according to the label of your choice, and you don't anger or upset anyone important or powerful with your statement. What label do they see your team as?
Let me look at the labels.
For all the stuff that you did.
Dangerous. I think I'm gonna go with Savior.
Oh yeah? I like
Yeah.
that. I like that because you kind of came in here and saved the day and did all that stuff. They see you as as protectors, people who step in there.
Better than honorable. They can suck it. What? Who said that?
Wow,
Send
interference
Diva-
is really weird today.
Send Divas High School football rules. Anyway, cool. All right. So that part went relatively smooth. There's a polite applause, some approving nodding around the room. Cameras are rolling. Feels pretty good. Patrol steps up towards the mic and he starts to put his hand on your shoulder, and you just kind of over to the side, and he's no touchy. But all right. So he looks back at you, Ember, and kind of inclines his head like, "Come on up."
It's your turn. Don't freak it up.
About mechanics. So
yes, sir.
Because
yes,
I'm not rolling specifically Pierce the Mask for comfort.
You just hit the key next. You just hit the dice next to mundane.
Yeah, so it won't factor in my angry.
Oh, it will, but that matters.
It does. So it does.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. So will it factor in my angry, or should I?
Well, here's the thing. I think here's the thing. And here's why I would I don't mean to be the dick GM, but here's why I think it matters. You have bonuses, so at the worst it's going to be a wash. But here's the thing. Patrol is going to be going over everything that happened. You know?
Which is everything I'm angry about.
Yep. The stuff that where your mom was hurt and the ship was shot at, and then the island was shot. Well, technically they never actually shot at you. They shot the island and you got in the way. But you get to relive that.
Let's just say she took it personally.
You got blasted into the ocean, into the open ocean, which is never a fun time for you. So kind of reliving that and maintaining calm.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the angry would actually affect it.
I agree. Yeah.
So, and we didn't.
I don't need to put anything in though. When I hit the mundane button, it should factor in the angry.
I believe so. And if it doesn't, we'll just adjust it. But it should factor in the angry.
Okay.
But you'll remember when it asks you if you have any bonuses to put in 2, because you have a +2 from either both having Patrol's influence and having is it Chase? I think it's Chase.
Actually, I don't remember.
But the reporter.
The reporter. Yeah.
Chase something or other. Chase McDaniels. Halcyon Times. Chase McDaniels. Halcyon Times. Amber, quick question for you. Anyway, so yeah, let's hit it. See what we got. This one's a little bit shaky, how well this comes across.
Let's see.
And it's really more like if they can still see that you're super upset with Oversight, it's going to reflect badly on Oversight, not necessarily you. Yeah. Ooh.
No. Wait, can someone help me with team? This is not a role I want to fill.
No? Are you sure? Okay.
Neither of us have the ability to help you.
Either one of you can. When you publicly apologize for a mistake, roll mundane. On a hit, the public accepts your apology and you can clear a condition. On 10+, you come out looking better for it. Say how the public sees you now and adjust labels accordingly. Now, this would be more for, well, it would still apply to you. On a miss, the public only becomes more incensed by the apology. And someone digs up and makes public secrets or information that everyone would prefer stay secret. So,
Jamie, help me by
this isn't good. Here's the thing. I want to point this out. None of this will come back on you. But the consequences of this will come back on Oversight. And there's going to be, even as you guys move forward and blah, 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 whatever goes on with the Vigil and that role, there's going to be people out there digging up more dirt on Oversight. If we leave it as a 6. Either one of you guys, if you have an idea for how you might be able to help, even if it's just by Palicine thinking calming good vibes at Ember, telepathically, it's like chill. You are Ember, Lucy, you are literally steaming right now. You are smoking and not in a good way. They're like that would help. Ember or Sills is a little bit different. Sills just like she just kind of like kicks you in the back of the shins or something.
Chill.
Flicks a paperclip at the back of your head super hard.
How to make me feel better. Palicine's just like, you're okay. Take a deep breath. And Sills is like kicks you in the shin.
Pull your shit together.
Pulls my hair.
Palicine, are you ready to help her out with that kind of stuff? Like just kind of calm her down?
Sure.
Telepathic? Sure. Well, we have a few points left in the team pool, so we'll pull one out here. We'll put it right on there. Plunk. Don't worry, we're still heroes. So it's not stellar. There will still be a lot of chatter on the internet about like, yeah, I mean, he apologized, but did you see the look on her face? She did not look super happy about anything he was talking about. Oh man, I think you're reading too much into it. She's a teenager. She looks pissed about everything all the time.
Which is also true.
And they get in arguments about it on Twitter. It's like, I will challenge you to find any picture where she actually looks happy, ever. This is perfectly normal for her.
Woo! Bad attitude works for once.
Her resting face is, I want to murder you. Just accept it.
Women don't have to smile for you. Hashtag
Oh.
feminism.
It turns in, the whole debate turns in, like the discourse turns into this whole thing. Are you saying that she has to smile in order to be accepted by you? No, man, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that they're lying. You know, it's all a cover up. I think you just don't believe in women's rights. Yeah, yeah. Let's just say it definitely feels like a mixed success on the internet. But the internet is one gigantic mixed success at best, on its best day. So that's why I don't get too excited about the whole TikTok thing, because honestly, I'm waiting for that 6 minus to drop right on my head. Okay, so there's a lot of this. You know, the clapping is a lot less enthusiastic at the end of this, but that's what's in the past. I just want to hand it over here to our new co-director for Oversight, Vigil, who's going to talk about the path forward. So, yeah. Now, Vigil's thing, now this is really, really interesting. As you guys are walking up to the podium, Vigil's, you hear Vigil kind of, it's the psychic equivalent of somebody standing outside your house and calling up to your window. Are you listening? You listening, Princess? Hello? Hello? I thought we could coordinate during this so we didn't make complete asses of ourselves. You in there? Are you locked up totally tight? I swear you can trust me. I won't read your thoughts. I don't want to know what your diary says. Hello? I really don't want to know. Like, I would actively avoid remembering that. Hello?
It's like the equivalent of Palestine mentally smiling at her.
So, Palestine, what do you do?
Are you ready to rumble?
Seriously, do you channel that back to her? I love the idea that you just mentally like interact with her and nothing but audio memes. Like, so annoying. Oh, what does that remind me of? Oh, yeah. There's a Steven Universe episode where like this mirror that he was talking to was broken, and all it could do was play back snippets of conversation that it had viewed in the mirror, and it used different words to like piece together sentences. Anyway, that's what it kind of reminds me of. Anyway, all right. Yes, totally ready to rumble. Like, I'm going to just kind of hand things off. We're going to have a nice little smooth transition back and forth, but we talk about this stuff, and she steps up to the mic. It's like, I didn't want to be the director of Oversight.
Oh, God.
It's not where I saw myself. It's not what I hoped for myself. But these girls have convinced me that it's the right idea. And as we've seen already today, these girls are doing what's necessary and what the best thing is for the city. So, while I don't want to listen to them, I'm going to listen to them. Because they've proven that they get it right. And we've proven that we don't. At least not this time. So, I'm going to let Palestine here talk a little bit about hope. And then I'll tell you a little bit about how we're going to get there.
That's so cute. Oh my god.
Adorable.
There is so much. She is absolutely delivering it in a like, I'm going to inspire these people as the mayor of this city kind of thing coming off the front end of her, and the back end of her is like, I hate, like, every subtle body cue, Sil, off of Vigil. That isn't, I shouldn't say it. Not to be fair. 70% of her body cues that you're picking up are like, I cannot believe I am being saddled with this crap. But you're remarkably, like, there's 30% of her that even you would believe.
Mm-hmm.
So she's selling it pretty well. She's keeping it locked down. She's keeping it good. So we're going to talk about hope. And so when you try to publicly atone for your mistakes, roll. So this is going to be penny rolling savior. Oh no, not the briar patch. Jamie has this like kind of self-satisfied smirk on her face. A 5 and a 4 plus 3. When you try to publicly atone for your mistakes, roll savior. On a hit, you get a chance for redemption. The GM will tell you what the public demands from you to forgive you. On a 10 plus, take +1 ongoing to pursue that redemption. On a miss, admitting your mistakes damns you further in their eyes and the eyes of Halcyon's vigilantes. Prepare yourself. No, we don't have to worry about that. So, what does the public demand? What does the public demand for them, from you, from Oversight, for them to forgive you?
Money, guns, have a chance. Who provided those funds? France.
France. Wow. Let me think. I didn't think about this. What would they want from you guys? Not from you guys specifically, but from Oversight. A bunch of hands shoot up, and Vigil, with she doesn't even pretend to like scan the audience for, she just immediately points at Chase. Go. And he's like, Vigil, is there going to be a trial? And she's like, a trial. Yes, a trial for Brahma. Is there going to be a trial? Well, there are several civil suits. No. Is there going to be I'm not talking about the civil suits. That's already been covered. Is there going to be a federal trial for his actions while acting as an officer of oversight?
Woo!
Woo! Yeah, Chase, you get it.
And other people had other questions, but this one is so juicy that almost all the other hands go down. He gets out in front of it and like, this is the thing. This is the thing that we actually care about and are going to do. Oversight obviously is not going to admit, Oversight is not going to conduct a trial. We don't have that kind of authority. People start to hubbub out in the room. She kind of raised a hand. But we are not going to stand in the way of the trial. We believe that there are questions that need to be answered, and there are some questions that can only be answered before a court. So, if the federal agencies that enforce such things, and she kind of gestures towards Aegis, decide to pursue a trial, we support their decision. And we will continue to support the decision and the results of that court case. So, as much as I'm able to say so, I would imagine that yes, the answer is yes. There will be a trial, and in any case, I can promise you that Brahma will be no part of Oversight going forward. He is not going to be part of the defense of the city from here on out. That's what you've asked for, and that's what we're. Right about then, Sil, somebody comes in, kind of from like one of the back doors that you guys came in from. And actually, you realize you've been like hearing them for a while. So they stepped into the room, but they ran to get to the door. They've been running down the hallway for about they came out of the elevator, and they basically came out of the elevator at a dead run.
Oh, God.
Who is it?
Who is it?
Going to be an Aegis guy, relatively cheap suit. He's using an all.
No.
He's using a.
You're not about to say what I think you're going to say.
He's using an all. He's using an all natural deodorant, so that's kind of nice. The chemicals aren't so bad, even from across the room. And he comes up behind, he comes up very calmly alongside Agent Parker, Special Agent Parker, and kind of murmurs something in her ear. And
No,
it goes on. It goes on for no. It's not. Brahma has escaped. I'm not that guy. Come on.
I was about to bitch slap you so hard with the energy of my hatred.
I mean, do you want to know what he said?
Yes.
We have an incoming transmission from the fleet that's been stationed at that arrived last week and has been in a holding pattern at the outside of the solar system, ma'am.
All right, General, round 2. Let's go.
We have an official transmission. We're going to want to get in front of this, ma'am, because it was on open channels and it's gone worldwide.
Oh, God.
And right about then, in the rest of the room, you hear the as like literally everybody's cell phone starts going. Every reporter's cell phone starts going off. So,
Bad. This is very, very bad.
right now, Vigil and Penny. So, Sil, here's what you know. Some fleet is out at the edge of the solar system. Whoever that is has just sent a message. They've sent it in the open. It's gone worldwide. Everyone's going to see it, and you're in the middle of a press conference. Nothing that a fleet that just arrived from outside the solar system, has been waiting there for a week, is going to say is probably going to be a great thing.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, especially if the guy is saying we need to get out in front of it. You don't know what that message is. Okay?
Yeah.
The two people standing at the microphone are both telepathic.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them, at least, is on, in a link with you.
Yeah.
Dad, are you going to make me roll?
Well, I don't know. What I'm asking is, what do you do? Because first of all, the only way to get out in front of this is if you immediately do or say something. But what do you do or say when you don't know, when you don't know what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
So
Have them Palestine telepathically hear what the agent's thoughts are.
or everybody, anything like that. So, but Sil, what do you say to Palestine? Because she's not necessarily going to have put even that much together yet. There's just a lot happening all at once. I don't imagine.
Keep chill. Try to stay on topic, and we'll talk about this after.
No. Okay. That's almost exactly the opposite of what Ember just said.
Okay.
So what he's trying to do, right? So is that we need to get in front of it. We're in the middle of a press conference. The best way to get in front of it is to talk about it right now. So if we figure out what the message was, then we can properly talk about it right now.
Oh, yeah.
And you've got two telepaths at the mic. So, what do you do? Stop sketching for a second and think about it.
Well, I'm thinking.
Okay,
I'm just also sketching in here.
I got you. Penny could probably figure out what the message was with her
Yeah,
telepathy.
I want her to try to figure that out.
So what do you say to her?
Like, do you know what message she's talking about? Like, what is the message?
You have to give her a little bit more context than that because she doesn't know what message you're talking about.
There's an Aegis agent talking about a message being sent from an intergalactic fleet. Can you try to figure out what that message is?
So there's a lot of psychic hullabaloo going on in the room right now, Penny. I would like you to unleash your powers to basically open your senses. That's what the there's one of the ways you can unleash your powers is like sort of expanding your senses and stuff like that. In this case, I'd like you to expand your telepathic senses and see if you can make heads or tails of this sort of just the chaos that's in the room of what like all these people reading messages and all that kind of stuff. Can you do it? Are you freakish enough? The answer is quite possibly. Unleash your powers. When you unleash your powers to overcome an obstacle, reshape your environment, or extend your senses, roll freak. On a hit, you do it. Okay. So people are still processing in the room like what they're looking at because it's a complete subject change from where everybody is. So you're getting their head around it. So you've got the agent who basically knows the gist of what's going on. And these other people who are getting text messages. The text messages are basically a lot of them sort of the same because it looks like they got some sort of like AP reporting text and somebody just copy pasted it and shot it over to them. Where they were processing and go, holy crap, we've got officials like actually in a press conference right now. We can just have people ask them right now.
Mm-hmm.
And they remember and they shoot it over. So what the text messages are that the reporters are getting or something is like message from some intergalactic enemy demanding surrender of the planet or destruction. Okay.
Oh, hello, Vanquish.
The agent knows more, specifically that the fleet has identified itself as being the war vanguard of Vanquish the Overlord. The planet must surrender immediately to become a fully recognized, and if they surrender immediately, they will become a fully recognized adjunct state of Vanquish's dominion with all the rights and freedoms thereto. Resistance will result in more punitive measures and a reduction in freedoms for basically, for additional regard and standing within the Dominion. Surrender Palestine.
Oh God.
No.
Surrender Dorothy. But yeah, he's basically got the text of it in his head. So that's the general gist of it is, if you guys give up right now, you won't be too much enslaved. You'll basically be on your own freedom. You're just going to basically be part of our dominion. If you resist, it's going to be dark days in the Shire. And if you want to immediately surrender and turn over Palestine, well.
Now we're talking.
Somebody's going to get a promotion. Probably won't be Palestine. Palestine.
Definitely won't be Palestine.
Before you react to the audience, because hands are starting to go up. This is all happening practically in slow motion. Hands are starting to go up because they've got questions. I would like you to take a powerful blow.
Dad.
I swear to God, I'm gonna kick this dude.
Does it? I mean, does it seem? You guys are giving me a hard time, but I feel like.
No, not you. I meant Vanquish, not you.
Oh, I was gonna say, okay, fine. Kaylee's giving me a hard time, but I do kind of feel like.
No, it's absolutely deserved. I'm just,
Jamie,
also...
Jamie, does this track for you? Does this feel like it would be a powerful blow kind of news revelation? Okay, well then, let's take a ball. Let's just hit your condition. There's a dice right underneath your conditions you can roll.
I'm the only one still in the dark. Like, what's happening?
Penny rolls conditions. She gets an 8. Take a powerful blow. When you take a powerful blow, roll plus conditions marked. On 10 plus, you choose 2. Choose 1, sorry. On a 7 to 9, choose 1. You lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition on somebody else. That doesn't probably make much sense. You give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity.
Oh, God.
That would probably be something like you rushing off the stage, maybe, or something like that. Or you struggle past the shock and mark 2 conditions.
I'm marking 2 conditions.
The expression on your face is like, I'm not showing anything. I'm getting rocked on the inside. Okay,
yeah.
what are the...
I'm definitely doing afraid.
Okay, that's fair.
And then...
Were you already angry?
Yeah.
Okay. Guilty, insecure, or hopeless? I can see arguments for at least 2 out of those 3, maybe all 3.
Yeah.
I can see arguments for any of those. Oh my God, I brought this down on the earth. That's guilty. Insecure.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ready for this. Hopeless. We're doomed, man.
We're all gonna
I'll go
die.
guilty.
Which one are you going with?
Guilty.
Guilty? Guilty.
Yeah.
Afraid, angry, and guilty. Okay.
Lovely combination.
All right. So there is hands are going up. Vigil is not. She's catching up. She's in the loop, but she's not as much in the loop because this whole thing with, I mean, it wasn't like for her. Vigil was just the guy who caused the squid to get here, and the squid was causing the. So her association with her, probably her internal mental image of Vanquish is like sort of an alien drug lord. And that is not accurate, like even remotely kind of like, so the way she's been processing this guy as a threat has been absolutely like on the wrong scale. Okay. So she's getting caught up. So hands are going up. Palestine, you're at the mic. What do you do? Are you answering questions or are you trying to calm everybody down and just say, we know what you just saw. We're working on it. We're aware of this threat, blah, 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 and trying to calm everybody down? Or what do you think?
Remember, good vibes. If there's happiness, even in a negative situation.
Now, and I will say, this is an extra little bit. The reporters don't have the surrender Palestine part of this. That's just the agent in the back. So nobody's going to be in here saying, Palestine, why are they asking for your head? That's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is your thing here? What is your move? I don't mean you'll take questions. What's your goal in taking?
Don't know how this is gonna go, but
what is your goal in taking questions? To reassure everybody?
Yeah, it will be like I'm calming them down, but without just speaking to them.
Okay. Yeah, you're not trying to. You're trying to calm them down by assuring everybody that you've got the answer to this thing. I am from an alien world. We have encountered Vanquish before. We are aware of the threat that he proposes. I'm ready to answer questions. That kind of thing. Okay. So I'm going to have you do comfort or support.
And support.
In this case, it's just comfort, so I'm going with comfort or support. In this case, just comforting. So I'm going to do comfort and support. I will note that because of the way you are currently emotionally rocked, you may not be 100% awesome at this at the moment because you are angry, you're scared, your voice is shaking a little bit. So this may, or if I'm just saying, if it doesn't go swimmingly, we know why, because you're at a -2. But you do have a knack for this. So you're just kind of, you're going into, now this is different. We've seen psychic Palestine. We've seen shape-shifting Palestine. We have never seen princess calm in front of the face of the cameras Palestine.
Ooh, I'm excited.
So let's see how she rocks the royal address, I guess, the answering the calm in the face of fire thing.
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible. It could certainly be worse. It could be 1 point lower.
Why do I always get the 6s?
What's that?
I said, why do I always get the 6s?
Because you ask for them so long that your dice have learned that that's what you want. Is that fair? I think that's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
All right. So in the basic moves, we're going to do comfort and support. On a hit, they hear you. Okay, we're not going to worry about you adding tool. You don't add any points to the pool. You certainly do not clear a condition. I'm going to just say, hold it together. Okay? And it's enough for them. They hear you. They hear that this is a known thing. And believe me, some news agencies certainly notice that the first person to answer questions about this, who seems knowledgeable about this, is one of those kids. One of those darn kids that just saved us from the mind control thing, and now they seem to know what's up with this thing. Now that could, it's like, well, she brought this down on our heads. Of course she knows that could backfire on you later. But for right now, you have at least sort of alleviated one of their conditions. In this case, whether it's afraid or angry, who knows? But you have, you didn't roll so well that you got influence over anybody or anything like that. But you held it together in a bad situation. Now, Aegis gets in there and says, I think we've had about enough questions. We weren't really planning for this, but we appreciate Palestine. And you guys aren't even really you're not even an official club with Phoenix Academy. No. We appreciate Palestine and her team from Phoenix Academy, and of course, Phoenix Academy itself. Our partnership here with Oversight, of course, will be working together with them on this and any other challenges that come towards the city and the country and the world. So we're going to close this up. Thank everyone for coming, and we will obviously have updates as the situation develops. Everybody's the only thing. The light kind of comes down. The mic goes dead. She kind of gets you a little bit by the elbow and leans over and says, we need to talk.
Question, am I still out of the loop or was I connected into...
I think you generally speaking, when you guys are in the psychic loop, it's the three of you talking as a group.
Okay.
So what Syl said, basically saying, hey, there's news, blah, blah, blah. See if you can figure, something bad just happened. There's some sort of thing. See if you can figure out what it is before they start shouting questions. And in context of the questions that the reporters are asking and the answers that Palestine is giving, you figured out what's going on. And about halfway through that, Emilio sends you a text message saying, I know you're probably, I can see that you're in the press conference, but when you get out, I have all the information, I think we have a further complication.
No, we just got through this one.
Yeah, his text message is like, how does he put it? I have a sneaking suspicion that we may need to take a rain check on our date this evening.
Okay, before
I can bring you some shrimp and beignets.
when we're being pushed off the stage, before Palestine gets taken away by people to talk, I want to do a quick comfort and support.
Okay, I love that. I love that.
Can I talk first before I roll?
Absolutely. Sure.
Okay.
You should.
Okay. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna pull it up though, so I can just.
When you comfort or support someone, roll mundane. On a hit, they hear you. They mark potential clear condition or shift labels. Now you do have influence, so you get a +1.
I would. Okay.
But you are angry, so that condition is
you.
still the condition is still there, making your life difficult.
Allison, listen to me very closely. This is not your fault. He would have come here anyways. We know that. He goes around to all different planets to conquer them. It's not your fault. Okay? We're gonna kick this dude's ass, and he's not gonna lay a hand on you. Got it?
I like that. I like that a lot. And you guys are close enough. Certainly, Syl, your senses are wired easily to be able to hear this conversation. So if there's a need for help on this, you could probably step in. How bad is it? How bad is it? It's not quite. Here's the thing. I mean, theoretically, there's other people on the stage that could step in and help, but you guys don't have enough team.
Why not?
You only have 1 point in the pool right now. So if 2 people could help, there's still not 2 points to help with.
Oh my gosh.
Well, hold on. Wait. Hear me out, right? Okay. So, I can't read my boost flare. But could I?
You can't read your boost flare?
Yeah, on my sheet. I don't know how.
Okay, let me look.
But could I,
Okay, hang on. I immediately see where you could go with that, but let me look at it real quick. You boost yourself? Maybe. Where's the Oh, the boost. Okay, right, because it's not actually, the description isn't there. Hang on just 1 second. Let me get the boost up, or the sheet up.
I thought I had like I can give a +1 somewhere.
Yeah, maybe. Let me look. Masks. Where's the playbook edition?
Wait a minute. Oh my god, I'm so stupid.
What?
I didn't put the +1 in the modifier.
What's your mundane?
Hey.
What's your mundane?
My mundane's a 0.
You had to have put it in there.
Otherwise, yeah, because it's -1. Yeah, I see that.
You're okay. You're fine with that. Let me see if you got a thing.
No, we're not fine with that, Dad. That's the whole problem.
I mean, never mind. Flare. No, boost. And it's to supercharge a teammate's efforts with your powers, giving them a +1 bonus to their roll, as if you had spent team from the pool. I don't think. Does anybody know? Here's the only other thing I could think of, is if you've got. Hang on, let me look.
Wait, could her space penguin help me give her?
No. No, it does help with comfort and supports, but only when she's doing it, because then it'll go over and like crawl on your lap and that kind of thing. Okay.
I'm gonna just take the L on this one. It's fine.
Okay, so this is good though. I like the scene because it's very heartfelt. I love the scene. I want that said. I want that acknowledged. Sometimes the dice just screw you, but it's always good story. And this is what I'm seeing here is you come in and you've got this heartfelt thing. You're like right in her face. We are going to kick his ass. He's not going to lay a hand on you. And what you're seeing right now at this moment, because Palestine is turned away from the cameras, Princess Palestine is offline now, right? She's facing away, and you can see on her face everything that she's got going on. You know, she's angry and she's scared, and she's absolutely blaming herself for this. And the you're still there saying it, but you know it's not landing. You just know it's not landing. It's not for lack of effort. It's not. I don't like one of the bad habits that I've run into. This is mostly D&D or whatever. Is just the whole idea is like, well, you missed, so you must have been an idiot. Like you must have been dumb. Sometimes you do it exactly right, and the shit just doesn't go right. It just doesn't go your way. So, but it is a 6, and I think seeing cheerful, happy, I made a Pinterest board for this Palestine getting rocked like this makes you feel hopeless?
Me? Feel hopeless?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Take a potential because you got the 6 or 5 or whatever. You got that.
I can't put it in because
You still have a thing to spend?
No, my notes are now freaking out.
Oh, let me look at your sheet.
It's kind of freaking out right now. Anyways.
Oh, I see what it is because you keep jumping back over to. It's because I'm on the notes field.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I was on the notes thing. I was looking to see if you had any floating +1s like bouncing around from random stuff or anything. Okay, so yeah, mark potential. Take hopeless.
And then I know it doesn't land, but I'm gonna give her a hug anyway.
No, it's totally fine. There's absolutely no. It's like, oh, I didn't roll high enough to give her a hug. No, of course you did. Like, that's not.
And then she gets whisked away.
So, what are you doing?
She's thinking.
Vigil, like, and she doesn't often do this, but because of the surroundings and stuff like that, she just kind of whispers in your head, or talks in your head, and she's like, "Okay, well, that was a little bit unexpected. Are you guys going to be okay?" Palestine's looking a little shook. How bad is?
Yeah, we're
going to need to debrief on this guy. Her reaction makes me think that I've sort of misunderstood the situation.
Yeah, this is not what we needed right now, but of course it's what we're gonna get right now. But this is not good.
It's all right. We take stock and then we act. Knowledge now, nuance later. All right, let's go to the debrief with Aegis. Find out what we got. You guys should be in the room. So, guess what? You just got free security passes for this level of onslaught.
Woo!
Yeah, hooray! Pop streamer. Yeah. Okay. Palsing. Ember's gonna yell at me right now. God, she's gonna yell at me so much. Palestine. Closer to the team, further away from the team, or more into your image of yourself?
Oh, no, why?
Guys, it's 10:30.
Oh, why? We should schedule for the next one.
We should absolutely schedule the next one after we're done with this bit when I can stop recording and stuff. But we should absolutely lay it in for 2 weeks from now to make this happen. 100% behind that. But
especially with this damn cliffhanger.
That was a good, but cliffhanger means it's going to be a lot easier for us to remember what the heck was going on, right? And we're going to get in here. And also, cliffhangers make sure that we're super motivated to get back in there and do the thing. I got to tell you a terrible story about the other mask game, by the way, when we get done with this, that I am going to avoid at all costs here. So, boom. Palsane. Closer to the team, further away from the team, more into image yourself. I can't see that. Wait, can I see that? Back it up a little bit. Back it up a little bit. Who is
it? Kind of blurry, I'm sorry.
Who is it?
But I'm really proud of it.
Who is it?
I don't know. It might be Ember.
Might be Ember.
The fact that we did the same face.
All right. Palestine, closer to the team, further away from the team, more image of yourself.
Myself.
Okay. Time to saddle up. Syl, closer to the team, further away from the team, more image of yourself.
Close to the team.
Who?
Ember, because she helped me with Vigil.
Sort of.
Help!
She tried.
Lightning rods keep houses from burning. Not always a good story for the lightning rod.
She tried.
Ember. So, Ember, you already have influence over Syl, so you can. So, Syl, take potential, and Ember, you can shift her labels if you want to. And you should be able to see on her sheet what her labels are. So, just tell her what they are in chat or something like that.
Be gentle.
I'm gonna stay closer to the team, Palestine.
All right, Palestine, you already have influence, so you can shift her labels, and Ember, you can take potential. Or clear condition. I should have mentioned that.
I want to ding, so.
All right. Yeah, you haven't dinged in a while. Woohoo.
Yeah, because every time I fail, I'm like, guys, please help me.
It's a. I tell you what, it's a thing. It's a thing. I love this game, but I have to tell you guys, it breaks my heart sometimes because there's so many games I want to run with you. There's just there's so many games that I want to do with you guys. One of them that's actually kind of built on the same system is this one that the same team. No, sorry, it's not this. It's not the same team that does this one, but it's kind of inspired by Masks. That I'd be really psyched to do, but we'll have to talk about the Alice's missing thing a little bit more because I heard Kelly explaining it, but we'll have to do that. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Freak down, mundane up.
Okay. Sweet.
And mark potential in there, Kaylee.
I did.
Cool. Sweet. Palestine, what are you doing to her?
I'm gonna do mundane up and
this is the
really opened up.
In a long time.
Wait, which one did you raise? Did you lower, rather?
Danger.
Danger down. Mundane up. Ooh.
At the very beginning of the game, my danger was at a 3 constantly, and now it's at a -1.
I love the notes that you. I have to tell you, I love with all my heart the notes that you did for the Pinterest board notes that you did for this thing. That is hilarious. Like the little you put it in chat. That is so funny. Thank Dream Plan. Good news. Apology. How to proceed. Get invaded by Vanquish. Black.
Not on the agenda, but we're rolling with it.
All right. So that was session 27. 27. That is it's shorter than we normally go because we're doing this online thing and we're used to being in face-to-face and blah, 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 blah. But I will say this.
Second, we can go back to face-to-face. We can do the sleepovers where we do night and morning again.
Someday that will happen.
The power we hold.
Yeah, sometime in this year that will definitely happen.
After everyone gets their vaccines.
Yep.
And successfully quarantined for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
The first time we posted something to this team, to this game, that wasn't the session 0 was December 7th, 2018.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So,
You old yet?
So this game has been running for...
Not old yet.
This game has been running for 2 years and a month. So 25 months and 27 sessions. So a little bit better than the session a month, which could be better, but I'll tell you what, it could be a hell of a lot worse. So I will take it.
I feel like this year really, there wasn't much we could do.
This year we took it on the chin, but we've been doing it. And now, all right, so I'm going to stop recording. Thank you so much. Oh, wait, somebody roll dice. That's session 27. And what are we going to call this one before we roll? What are we going to call it?
No notes. I can't read.
No. The press
Good
conference?
vibes only.
Good vibes only? Which is both accurate and hugely ironic when you consider how the session ended. All right, session 27, good vibes only.